Yeah, the urban promotion manager role was, it was created, and I mean, it's the dream role. I can't ask for anything else. Like, I get to work with like artists that I'm a fan of every day, and I get to be across their whole campaign.
Millionaire mind state. Bro, niggas give me migraines. Sorry, baby, I had to sneeze. Call these fake niggas give me allergies.
I am a musical person. A musical person, someone who works in the music industry, and I guess now a sort of tastemakery brand that kind of influences people within music.
Hi, this is Bridget Kelly. Make sure you get your hands on a copy of GUAP, the world's first video magazine. I'm so excited to be a part of this. Thank you guys.
I started vlogging when I was about 16, 17, so different platforms and just on my own blog as well. And that was kind of like the first stepping stone into anything. First time I found out that I wanted to do anything to do with the music industry, I was probably young, like 9, and I wanted to be a Spice Girl. That was the first thing I wanted to do. I wanted to be a Spice Girl. And then I started singing and my mum was like, yo, you better stop right now. Like, no pun intended, stop right now, jeez. And then from there, I knew that I wasn't gonna be an artist. So I just carried on. I was always writing, like from young, I was always like a creative writer. And then when I started doing stuff like SBTV, MTV, those kind of platforms, that's when I knew that I wanted to do something musical.
I got to drink this summer, say turn up, yeah. You're the type of girls that used to turf us. Now they just wanna bang like banners.
And most definitely, I think internships are really, really helpful because you get to make mistakes, you get to try a lot of things, but you can always fall back on these too. So, I'm just an intern, so you always get to learn a lot. I think it helps you, gives you a safe place in order to make mistakes and kind of refine your own skills. I think internships help me a lot. I think it's just that kind of safe place. Favourite internship? Probably, one of my favourite internships, I think probably one of my first ones, which is with Cyan Anderson, with her company Sidetracked. That was one of my favourite ones because I got to be around artists for like the first time. And with that, it was just one of those ones where I learned not to be starstruck, number one. And also, she just taught me a lot just from being around. It was one of those situations where I just had to soak up everything that was going on because so much was going on. So that was probably one of my favourites. No, I didn't pay anyone. No, my job at Sony, I actually got into that through an internship as well. I started off as a TV intern, and then eventually I moved into being a press assistant. But I applied for the internship scheme that they have. It runs for a year, and they do it every year. And that's how I kind of got in. And then I got to show off some of my skills. And then from there, that's how I got into the role that I'm currently in now. Urban Promotions Manager, it was created because I think, number one, they realised that my expertise was in black music and kind of like urban strategy and around that stuff. I was working a lot with a bunch of different artists, like from Bob Dylan to Foo Fighters, and I enjoyed it and it taught me a lot, but the kind of areas that I was excelling in was with the up-and-coming artists that we had just signed and getting them into the right places. Like when people don't know what an SBTV is or a link-up, and I'm there and I've got those connects and those people my friends, I mean, there's an area that had to be filled. So they kind of created the role, and now it incorporates a lot more than what I was doing with actual just press. So now I do press, TV and radio, and kind of some bits of marketing as well, depending on the artist. But yeah, the urban promotion manager role was, it was created, and I mean, it's the dream role. I can't ask for anything else. Like, I get to work with like artists that I'm a fan of every day, and I get to be across their whole campaign, so I love it. You also have your own PR company. And why I started up my PR company when I was 19, like 18, 19. So I was still in uni, and the reason why I started that was I had done a few like PR internships, but I realised that the artists that I kind of knew and like friends from school and people who I knew that did music weren't getting a look in the same way that these big artists in Universal and Sony and everywhere else were. And I realised PR isn't necessarily hard, it's just a lot of work. Like there's a lot of moving parts that go into it. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. I was like, let me just start my own company. I think it started from like a Facebook page or like a Twitter page or something. So I set it up, started like hitting up different artists, and it kind of just rolled on from there. And now it's like, what, like 4 years later, or probably even longer than that. And yeah, it's kind of, with my own PR company, I get to pick the artists a lot more that I get to work with. I get to have a lot more say in their campaign as a whole. It's great working in Sony, but there's a lot of different people who have a lot of different jobs, and with my PR company, I'm like the person in charge, I guess. And there's a lot more freedom with certain things that you can do, and creative things that you can do, working with artists just off your own back. And I think that's what it is. Like, my PR company is about me connecting with the artists on a creative level. It's more about collaboration than it is about me owning their campaign. I think that's how it differs from working at Sony.
He's such an idiot. They like more. Explain how this yak looks. Take the word red, but man spell it backwards.
Too close to the hip.
Are there any particular people in your career that inspired you so far?
People that have inspired me, I think lots of different people inspire me, like on a daily basis. But I think one of the people who, or actually two people who not only inspire me but give me a kick up the arse when I need it actually as well. Semtech, like, he's just the OG of OGs. Like, he's amazing, and he's been super supportive through everything. But yeah, he's a big inspiration. And also a woman named Mariam who runs Nation of Billions. She's amazing, just on a female level, just to talk to. Just, she kind of just gets it. I think she's definitely one of those people who, she's a big inspiration actually, a massive inspiration. Like she worked on like Kanye's campaigns, like when he just first got signed over here. Like, she's amazing. So yeah, probably those two more than anyone. Like, on a daily basis, that'll give me a kick up the arse when I need it. 30 more under 30 list was kind of, it was more about showing Music Week that there's a whole section of the industry that they kind of hadn't acknowledged. There's a lot of people, especially people of colour, which they completely hadn't acknowledged, who are doing a lot on a daily basis, working behind the scenes on every level. So I think the Nation of Billions list was kind of just to be like, oh, there's more of us over here doing a lot more stuff. I mean, congratulations to everyone who got on the Music Week list. Like, it's a big thing. It's like, it's such a kind of distinguished list to get on with Music Week, but the Nation of Billions list, I was super proud of that list as well, because there was hardly anyone on it who had just one job. Like, everyone on it was a hustler. Like, they worked in a label, plus they did this, or they managed this person, they did this. So I was super proud of that list. I think the number one challenge as a female in the industry, especially in a male-dominated industry, is the fact that you'll always be underestimated, and you kind of have to always come with kind of double the information, or kind of double the determination to get where other people are, especially males as well. I think it is like harder for women to get to a respected place in the industry, but it's definitely not impossible. So I think that's the main thing, is the challenge of being underestimated a lot, but it's definitely possible to do whatever you like regardless. Advice I'll give to my younger self: carry on, just push every day, keep doing what you're doing. Everything is a learning experience. Everything, you're going to do things wrong, but don't be afraid to do things wrong, and enjoy it. Like, enjoy it more than you enjoyed it. Do you know what I mean? Like, take every moment as an experience. Like, don't be so hard on myself. I think I was quite hard on myself when I was younger. I mean, it's paid off now, but looking back, I'm like, you didn't need to be so hard on yourself, because you're going to get there eventually. Heading up my own label, under one of these majors, carry on running my own PR company and having that kind of creative leeway there, and just doing a lot more stuff, travelling left, right and centre. Like, I don't want to be in one place ever, I think, until I'm ready to just stay in one place. But yeah, in the next 5 years, definitely travelling, head of a label, and running my own PR company still, with a massive roster of artists.